A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant phone call on Friday, Pope Leo XIV reached out to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, urging him to renew peace talks and take immediate action to protect places of worship following a tragic Israeli strike on Gaza's only Catholic church, the Holy Family Church. The incident, which occurred the day before, resulted in the loss of 3 lives and has drawn widespread international condemnation, highlighting the urgent humanitarian crisis unfolding in the region. Pope Leo XIV expressed his deep concern regarding the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Gaza, where countless civilians, especially children, the elderly, and the sick, are bearing the brunt of the ongoing conflict. During the conversation, the pontiff reiterated his call for an immediate ceasefire and an end to the war, emphasizing the need for dialogue and negotiations to pave the way for lasting peace. The Vatican confirmed that Netanyahu initiated the call, which took place while the Pope was at his summer residence in Castel Gandolfo, located south of Rome. The dialogue was described as friendly, with Netanyahu expressing regret over the tragic strike, attributing it to a stray round. Both leaders agreed to meet soon to discuss the situation further. In the wake of the church strike, which ignited outrage across the globe, Israeli authorities have granted access to 2 senior Christian leaders, Pier Battista Pizzaballa, the Catholic Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, and Theophilos III, the Greek Orthodox Patriarch, to visit Gaza. This visit aims to assess the damage and provide support to the affected community. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is escalating, with reports indicating that Israeli strikes have resulted in numerous casualties. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency reported that 14 people were killed in recent strikes throughout the territory. Medical organizations, including Doctors Without Borders, have raised alarms over rising levels of acute malnutrition among children and pregnant women in Gaza, stating that the situation has reached an all-time high. The Pope's appeal for peace comes at a time when tensions in the region are palpable, with sirens sounding in southern Israel due to projectiles crossing the border from Gaza. The Israeli military has reported intercepting these projectiles, further complicating the fragile security situation. In a broader context, the ongoing conflict has implications beyond the immediate region. International leaders, including French President Emmanuel Macron, have echoed calls for a lasting peace in both Ukraine and Gaza, recognizing the interconnected nature of global crises. As the world watches closely, the urgency for a ceasefire and renewed negotiations has never been more pressing. The Vatican's involvement underscores the moral and ethical dimensions of the conflict, as religious leaders advocate for the protection of all places of worship and the safety of civilians in Palestine and Israel. The Pope's message resonates not only with those in the region, but also with global citizens who yearn for a resolution to the violence and suffering. As the situation unfolds, the hope remains that dialogue will prevail over conflict, and that peace will eventually be restored in this tumultuous area. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.